Sunshine's Corner, being brought to you by Quint and Richie Studer. And a very pleasant good morning to you, my dear friends. Your Sunshine, you stepping in. Hopefully you had a wonderful weekend. And you know what? It is Monday and it's a day of celebration. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to celebrate today. And you should be a part of it because today is Veterans Day. And I want you to make sure that you tell everybody when you want to know what's happening. Because we're going to tell you a lot of things that's going on that you need to be a part of. And I'm so pleased to have in studio with me today. We have, wow, one of these gentlemen I've known ever since I moved to Florida. And that's been a long time ago. Wow. We've got Mr. Vernon Watson here. Hey, Vernon from WBQP TV.
Hello, Miss Linda. How are you today?
Doing good, Vernon. And of course, we've got Mr. Joe here. Now, pronounce your last name for me.
Herring.
Herring.
Like
I didn't want to mess it up.
Just like the fish.
Oh, I hear you. Well, thank you guys for getting up early, coming in with me. And let me say to you, I want to just applaud the both of you to say thank you in your face to let you know just how much I, as a citizen of Florida, appreciate you and all that you've done and the work that you continue to do.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Well, we've got a lot to talk about because there's a lot going on because you got things that's happening with the Veterans Week. There are things that's happening with parades. And there's so much that I want people to realize. Let me say this to all of our viewers today. Do you know that this is a nonprofit? Everything that they do, they go out, it's all done on donations. You think about that. Do you have a vet in your family? If you don't, then you know somebody who does. So keep that thought in your mind because we're going to let you know how you also can be a part by donating to the cause of all the things that's needed right here in our Escambia County. Absolutely. So first of all, Vernon, you've been in TV for 10,000 years, right?
Yeah, a little over 30 years, Linda.
God.
Yeah.
That's wonderful. And you know what? I want to tell everybody this. Vernon is from Burnt Corn, Alabama.
That's right, burnt corn.
Vernon, every time I go home, right? Everybody know I'm from Alabama too. But look at this. Every time I go through burnt corn, I think about you. Because at first when you told me that, I didn't know that was real.
Yeah.
But then when you go up 65, here's a sign.
Right.
Burnt Corn, Alabama.
Yeah. That's
But
burnt
look
corn
at this,
creek.
so
Yeah.
good things come out of Alabama. I tell you that all the time.
Yeah.
But Vernon, let's talk about some of the things that you all have coming up. What we need to get ready for with Veterans Day.
Okay. Well, let me first of all, Joe here is the chairman of our organization. It's called the Gulf Coast Veteran Advocacy Council.
Right.
GAVCC for short. But we have a lot of things going on. I'm going to let Joe tell you about the origin of the organization and all that we do. We actually do a lot in this town. You know, we are the organization that's responsible for the Veterans Day Parade.
Right.
We're the organization that hold the memorial services every year at Barrancas. We are the organization that do a veteran stand down every year, among every other thing. We service all veterans. But Joe, I'm not going to let Joe is the chairman. He's a plank holder. He started this organization back in 2009 or something like that, and so
really,
yeah.
Well, Joe, you've got a lot to talk about.
And I got a lot of work to do too.
Oh, yeah, right now, but your work never ends.
Yeah, and I've been trying to get it in for a while.
Well, you see, I know you got your motivator right there by you, so he's not going to let that happen.
I ain't gonna let it happen. I'm not gonna let him drop it either.
Absolutely. So now you see that working together.
Yep.
What a way that is to
All
be to work
together for the good.
Come on now, for those who believe, right?
I
But I tell you, just to see the smiles on your faces, to see that all that you do, that's let me know that you enjoy what you do and bringing attention and keeping that. Don't let anybody forget all the great things when it comes to veterans. So I want you to tell me about some of the things that you do and what we got to look forward to.
Linda, before he starts, one of our mantras is that the reason we're into this thing is because it's veterans helping veterans. Okay,
exactly.
We found out that there was no outlet sometime to help other veterans, so that was the motivation.
Veterans
so I'll let Joe
helping
I'll let Joe tell the story. He's
gonna let you have it now, Joe.
You sure?
I don't know. We're gonna see in a minute.
I know anytime Vernon around, I have to sit back and wait to see if I can punch in. But it's good to have Vernon as part of us. I know we're pretty much we started, like I said, in 2009, and we've been doing the parade every year. Even a little bit before that, we was the Veterans Day Parade. We've been doing it every year. We was on the national site. We were on the national site for parades of a Veterans Day parade. It's, we've been there for years. And matter of fact, this morning, like not this morning, but a couple of days ago, I looked at my email from the government website, and they sent the email for all the things going on in activity. And it's .gov. You can even find us there for the parade.
Oh, really?
That's going on today.
Well, look what you've accomplished. Everybody recognizing. They know.
Let's send some money. I'll be all right.
Next thing you're going to get, they're going to give you some money there.
No, but it's not about money. It's about veterans.
Exactly.
And but it takes money to do anything. You know, if in your household you can't operate if you don't have funds. If you don't have money to pay your bills, they're going to cut the lights off.
Thank you.
They're going to cut your water off.
Everything you got.
Cut the phones off.
That's it.
It might cut you off.
You won't be sick. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, but it takes, and we've been surviving since 2009, and our funding is, general funds gets kind of low because we do burn up a lot of funds trying to maintain, supporting all the events that we carry on.
Of course.
Like Vernon said, the first of the year thing we have is the NAS Memorial Day, and we do that every year, and we present there, and we do that presentation, and we do the Veterans Homeless Stand Down, which we have at the Brownsville Community Center.
Yep,
we used
I've
to
been
do
there.
it. Yeah, we used to do it at the Salvation Army, but we got a little bit too big for that. So thanks to Commissioner May, he said, "Why don't you come on over and to a place where you have air conditioning?"
There you go. Whew, I tell you.
Yeah, so, but it's been really great, and Brownsville Community Center has been really awesome. That the manager there, Leroy Williams, he's like, that guy is awesome. When we come in there, he's got a lot of things set
Absolutely.
up. And this year we had quite a few vendors, not say vendors, I'm sorry, providers.
Right.
Which basically provide services for veterans, and they come there, tell them what they need. They bring packages and
really?
you know, they give things to veterans and toothbrushes and all
the things that they need.
Yeah, all the different things again. And they really have their. We had 45 providers this year.
Really?
I think first year started, we had because we used to do the Veterans Stand Down at the VA.
Right.
Over on 98, and then they tell us because we on government property, we can't do this and do that. I said, well, we'll move up government property.
There you go. And do it where we can do it.
I said, well, y'all help the veterans. That's all we want you to do.
Right.
But one thing about people don't understand is the VA purpose is to help the veterans.
That's what you would think.
You can't get anything as a veteran unless you go to the VA. Yeah. So what we do, we're advocacy council for veterans. Because if they can't figure out how to go maneuver through the system, we have all the veterans.
Right.
That's on our our volunteers and our board and all our members. They can help out and say, well, look at do this and do that. But one of the biggest thing is get the veteran to do what he's supposed to. It takes too long. If you want to file for this claim, I don't feel like going through all that paperwork. I said,
well, you need it.
Well, if you don't want to do it, I'll do it for you and send a check to me, and I'll send it back to you. but it's a lot of things, and the process is frustrating for veterans.
Absolutely.
So for instance, 100% total and permanent disabled veteran, the VA is just supposed to do everything for them. And I am 100% total and permanent disabled vet from Agent Orange in Vietnam. But the bottom line, to get the VA to do what you need to do, it's frustrating. So I know the frustration better than anybody. So when I talk to veterans, I feel their pain. I understand their pain.
You know, there's something, it's a young man I had, he's a veteran,
right.
And I had him on my show, and he said the same thing you were saying, as a matter of fact, because of the fact that he had something that was very rare that happened to him.
Right.
He had a double stroke on his spine.
Oh.
Okay, a double stroke. I mean, he was very active in the community around, because I know I've been knowing him for a long time, but he was saying the same thing. He said, well, when I was trying to get help, but God has been so good to him, he's walking a little bit now, but it happened about 2 years ago. That he had that double stroke on his spine, and he was saying the very same thing. He said, I couldn't get the veterans over at that place on 98 somewhere to do much for me.
Yeah.
And he had to step out to get it done.
Right.
And but when people want to help you, let's say when we're talking this today, and if there's a person that's viewing now, okay, they do all of this and it's all done by kind people making donations. How can people donate to you?
Well, one way they can donate, they can send a check directly to our office, and they go to our website to get our address.
Okay.
But if they want to donate, they can go directly to our website, which is GCVAC, that's of course Veteran Advocacy Council acronym.
Right. Log in there.
GCVACFLALMS.org.
Okay.
And they go directly to our website. And right now, you go to the page, you're going to see the parade post that comes up.
Of course.
And whatever event we have coming up, it's right there. It's posted the first thing you come up. And then you go down and look into our donation page, goes directly to our donation page and make a donation.
Absolutely.
Normally, if they make a donation, we ask them to just put a few more dollars in, so we can get that. So because we get charged through PayPal when they charge us a fee to. They don't care if you're a nonprofit or not.
Really?
They know we're nonprofit, but they charge nonprofits. Anyway, I don't want to go into all that.
I hear you.
But just go there and make the donation. And do you can call that 800 number that's on our webpage, and you can call that and get to any one of us. My extension is 703. I think Vernon's 702.
So they can talk to you guys.
Yeah, they can talk to our co-chair, Robbie Gregg.
Okay. Hey, Robbie.
He's got extension 1. I don't know why he's got Yeah, but there's ways of reaching us directly. Like I said, an 800 number that's posted on our website. You call that number, someone's going to answer. If no one answers that call, just dial another extension. Somebody go
answer will lead you in the right direction.
If you don't answer, just leave a message, and our switchboard will also. We have someone who monitors our Grasshopper site, and they let us know that how many calls are missing, and they tell us on our executive board meetings on our first Mondays of every month who did not how many missed calls, how many non-answer calls. We know, I come from an investigative type thing. So
Come on, then.
I want to know if you're doing your job. You're not getting paid, but you want to know if you volunteer.
But if you volunteer to do it, you should give your best at it.
Exactly. If you're going to do something, you do it right.
You do it right the first time.
Yeah.
And make sure you continue to do it right.
Exactly.
But everybody, we are talking because it is Veterans Day. And I'm so pleased to have in the studio with me 2 people that are doing great work right here in our community. And I am asking of you, because you know what I believe, that if we come together, and I always say this, my little way I like to do that, we put all those resources together, there's nothing that we can't do. Let's take the I out of the equation. Let us become us and watch us make a difference. We'll be back with more with Veterans Day right here on Sunshine's Corner.
Good day, Pensacola. Welcome to a new segment on health and wellness sponsored by Baptist Healthcare in partnership with Sunshine's Corner. Every first Wednesday of the month during Sunshine's telecast, we're going to be bringing you information about health and wellness and ways to make sure we're improving the quality of your health care here in Pensacola. After all, we want to ensure that you're going to the right place at the right time and for the right reason, and that you don't feel alone. Can't wait to see you.
Empire Truck Sales, located at 2255 West Detroit Boulevard in Pensacola, is your Freightliner, Western Star, Detroit Diesel, and Cummins dealer for Northwest Florida. Open 7 days a week, Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 10 p.m., Saturdays and Sundays, 6 a.m. to 6 p.m., providing sales, service, and parts. Empire Truck Sales is also your Oasis dealer for Freightliner custom chassis RV and motorhome repairs. Running I-10 will get you in.
Many who consider facial plastic surgery are concerned their results will look unnatural. But with over 20 years of serving the Pensacola community, his thousands of satisfied patients have made Dr. Derek Jones a trusted reconstructive and facial plastic surgeon known for industry-leading results that look natural. Call 850-484-FACE to schedule a consultation at one of our locations in Pensacola and Gulf Breeze.
I'm Dr. Derek Jones. Trust your face to a facial plastic surgeon.
At Pensacola Habitat for Humanity, we believe every child should have a safe place to grow. That's why we work with you and the community to build not just a house, but a home.
She worked very hard to get this house. I really appreciate that because, if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't be here right now.
When you help build a home, you build a future. Pensacola Habitat for Humanity.
And welcome back to Sunshine's Corner on this Monday. It's the day of celebration, and I'm pretty sure you've got plans to do some things, and we're going to tell you how you can be a part of a lot of things that's going on with the veterans. And I want to say to all, and I cannot say this often enough, my heart, I have a brother. My brother is a vet, and he passed away 2 years ago, and I tell you, I always post his picture on social media on that day. And what's so funny about it was back then he had that great big old fro. But the fact that I say that, we all should really recognize and do something to benefit for those who did so much for us, who are and still doing for us. So, and I look at sometimes also when I see some of the veterans who are having a difficult time.
Yeah.
I see some that are on the streets. I see some that, even with the food thing I do, that would come in, they would get a hot meal. But what I say, I'm saying this to bring up this to everybody to make sure we are talking here with two veterans. And they've got things planned. We're showing how if we come together, because we know we need funds to help everybody, let's think on that line. Let's not sure we're going to have a great time with all the stuff that you got planned, but still, I always ask everybody to reach really deep in their pocket. Reach a little bit deeper. And your dollar with my dollar, and your dollar with my dollar, we're growing every time if we put those resources together. And that's all that it takes to help those who have done so much for us. And with it being Veterans Day, and we got a parade. Come on, I think Vernon going to be talking about that, right? Tell us about it, Vernon. Tell us.
Well, you know, every year we sponsor this parade, and of course today we're going to have a parade again today, starting this morning. And we invite folks to come down to Bertrand Park. That's where we're going to stand, going to be set up at Bertrand Park. So come on down. Looking at the show, you still got time to get on down to the parade live.
That's right.
And if not, if you happen to miss it, of course, Blab got our back.
That's right.
We got the show tonight. It's going to air at 8 p.m. And,
that's right.
And then sometime following throughout the month.
That's right.
So don't fret. So, but at any rate, we want folks to come out and enjoy this day of, well, we try to honor the people that gave their lives for this country, okay?
Absolutely.
And so, and we have a lot of participants in the parade. Joe can talk about the number of, in London, we have people that consistently enter the parade every year, you know, from different veterans organizations, different organizations in the community, and so that show their support for it. And also we have people that actually would have to thank the sponsors, because without our sponsors, we couldn't make this parade possible.
Most certainly.
And they are the ones that makes it possible for us to bring it to people that can't get downtown, you know, so we can air it on TV here. And so folks, come on downtown and enjoy the parade with us. I'm going to be hosting the parade as well. So if you can't make it, set your DVR. If you can't be home tonight, set your DVR.
That's right.
For Blab TV.
That's right.
And get it so you can look at it anytime you want to.
That's right.
So
play it back over and over and over. I missed that. But look who I saw this side. Oh, I didn't see you that time, but look who I saw this side. You know, I want to say this, Vernon. I'm sure this is a mutual friend of ours, and I gotta say it because she was such a good friend of mine. I mean, she did so much for me. She was a veteran, and until she transitioned, and I want to say that because I loved her so much. She was so kind, and she would never take a penny from me. But every single year for 12 years, she gave of her time, her talents, and served the community. Every single year she prepared hot food. I'm telling you, every year for Thanksgiving, she did this for me. I'm sure you know where I'm going. But I got to say, because she was, even last year, Vernon and Joe, listen, her name is Michelle Coger. What she did was, right before she was about to go in to have surgery, do you know she called me? She said, now, Sunshine, let me do this. I won't be able to, so I got to have surgery. I'm going in for heart surgery. But let me prepare the dressings and put them in my freezer, so that you will have it for that event. I said, no, girl, we just won't do it this year. We'll wait. She said, but I want to do that. Let me do it. But I say that, and I just want to recognize her because she was such a friend and all the way, and she was a veteran. Everybody knows she used to work over at the post a lot. She was always at that parade. She came dressed out in her attire.
Yeah, exactly.
And I just love her dearly, but she transitioned, and I miss her from her. This time of year, we would be in the grocery store. You know what I'm saying? But no, that's what I'm saying, how services are given. Nobody knew how long she had been doing that with me and giving up a time. She was a veteran, even when she got sick one year.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember.
She did not stop.
Yeah, sure did.
She fed over 500 people that she prepared the food for. Yeah. Right there at the Fricker Center.
Yeah.
Oh, wait.
Yes, but that was a veteran just standing firm. When she said something, she did it.
Right.
And Robbie knows her, but she was such a good friend. I just want to say that to say, even for people like yourself, Vernon, you've been doing this for umpteen years.
Right.
Look at you, Joe. I mean, still doing it. And that's what it's all about for the people who have done so many things for us, for the country. Yeah. And people that are sponsoring you, I want to mention some of your sponsors, if you don't mind. You've got Escambia County, Florida, who's a sponsor also. You got PSC, the Studer Foundation. You've got Pete Moore. You got Escambia County Sheriff Department. You've also got WellCare. You got Penn Air. Of course, WBQP TV. And here's some overheads kind of small. I don't know. You got Members First. Yeah. I'm stretching.
Okay.
You got Members First. Okay.
Yeah, we got a lot of them. Synovus Bank is always supporting it. I know without my whole list of sponsors, I'm gonna get in trouble. Step One Automotive.
I know them right there on Highway 29.
They provide vehicles every year for us.
Really?
For the parade.
And ECUA.
Wait, do you drive in a Maserati?
I told them to bring me one for me. No. Every year they bring different cars, and I think last year they did bring some special vehicle.
Yeah, I think was it that vet that they had some? They always have some special, unique looking car. You know, expensive looking car.
I think Commissioner May rode in one of them.
Go on, Lumen.
But yeah, we have. They provide each year, and I just talked to them the other day, and they said they would have vehicles for us to be there for us, and they always a little late for the sponsorship come out, but they're one of our sponsors, and every year they pretty much be there every year to support. Matter of fact, they was at our Memorial Day event down in NAS. They came down and spoke to me right after, and so they keep in touch, and they keep in touch with what's going on.
That means that relationship has been built, and that's connection. It's all about building those relationships.
It is. It's all about that. But like I said, we do have those sponsors, and we do have different sponsors. And everyone who's participating in the parade, who donates, and we ask for a donation, and they send their donations, and they give us, and we account them in, which is tax deductible because we're 501c3. And we got this year. Everybody didn't hesitate to send, and it's one I want to call a name that they even matched the amount that Step One is sending in. They matched that. I don't want to call their name because I always mess it up, and me and Vernon both. But it's a Filipino organization.
Philippine Byzantine. But anyway, it's the Phil Am Society, the Filipino organization that support. They support us every year, and they got a word. I think it's in Tagalog, but I have to learn to pronounce it. But they always have to. I have to sign it out every year.
I sure can't tell you when you're right or wrong.
All I know is Flo, the one who signed the check. And Flo is every year they come and they're just so warm, and we sit there, like today they come and we just take pictures together and just just really warm. Yeah.
That's wonderful. I mean, this is great.
As the people watch the parade today, it's a lot of what these people that enter the parade and people that sponsor parade, it's just their way of saluting the folks that serve this country.
Exactly.
And so that's a great way of getting into parade. I tell folks all the time that one way that it's the best, it's the cheapest and the best advertising.
Thank you.
For the buck you could ever get.
Thank you.
And along with saluting the veterans that give you the freedom to do this.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And I want everybody to realize, I mean, sure, just because you get the day off, I mean, let's not forget why you got the day off. You know, you got the day off, but what's behind you having that day off? Do something in reference to that day off.
Yeah.
You know, you may not have to get up at 6 o'clock, but you can get up at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, go downtown to the parade to be there just to honor.
One of the things, just a brief thing I want to bring up, on Wednesday, this past Wednesday, I get a call that the registration was closed out on Friday, the Friday before that. I get a call from this one guy, I'm sorry, he talked to him, he said, this is Gulf Coast veteran. He said, I want to put in parade, but he said, I'm a Vietnam veteran, and I want to march the whole parade. I said, did you go online and send it, download the page? He said, I'm a Vietnam veteran. I'm too old to be doing that. I don't know nothing about it. I said, well, really like to, you know, we started talking, and he told me where he was in Vietnam, and I told him where I was. He Rocket City, he was doing this different things. So anyway, we were talking, and he said, I said, I tell you what, you got a little time? Sonshine, I got open my computer up, I pulled on the parade application, I took his information from him over the phone, filled it out, and took everything there, and I emailed it back to him. I said, if you might get somebody to open your email, I'll send it back to you.
He said, don't do it right.
But anyway, I did. He said, well, I want to march this in the parade. I think he's like 80-something.
Is he going to march it?
He's going to march from, he said he's going to walk, he's going to be in his Vietnam attire, and he's going to march it. I said, when you get in parade, I said, well, if you need an assist, we might put a car right next to you just in case you need to hop in. But he said, no, I'm in good shape. I'm a march.
Absolutely. You know, but that's a great thing, because there's a lot of, I walk the bridge, right? And you'd be amazed of how many people that I see that are seniors. I mean, real seniors. That are walking that bridge, that are riding a bicycle.
Right.
But I think that's a good thing, and it's all about, tell that gentleman, I said, hats off to him. I mean, hey.
I know, he's a little bit older than me. I'm 76. So he's, you know, Vietnam veterans, they're dropping off like flies. That's what we were talking about. We're the last of the new war generation that's here now. But, you know, we have World War II veterans that we always honored in, you know, in the parade. This year we don't have any. Because I think the last one that was in Pensacola had passed away, so that we don't have them in the parade anymore.
Absolutely.
But we try to honor as many veterans that's still around, and we, you know, the veterans that we want to show our support.
Absolutely.
And that's why we do it consistently every year, to make sure that we get everybody we can and get out. And if anybody, we tell everybody, next year, if you just register for the parade, come out to support. We don't have the support that we need. I know a lot of, you know, different parades that's sponsored, but we're like maybe one of the smallest parades that's out there here in Pensacola. But we're a big parade in the sense of what we're doing.
Most certainly.
And when we're always work close with the city's getting a lot better each year. That we another story, but anyway.
I saw that was a hesitation.
But I got to give it to them. They got a new supervisor in the parks. He's been really accurate, and now the new administrator is the old CEO of the base commander.
Really?
Yeah, he's there. So we got a veteran.
You got somebody in there right there for you now.
And he always was a part of us when we did the Memorial Day events. So, so we hopefully we can kind of do it. And one thing I really want to say to the young veterans out there, if you're a young veteran and you want to get involved to be a veteran, helping veteran, come out, become a member, help us to do what we do, and so I can teach you what I know in this little noggin up here, because I have quite a bit of knowledge that I can pass on, but once I'm gone, it's gone with me.
So I actually can pass that torch. Somebody to keep it going.
Yep, got to keep it going.
Linda, can I say this about, he was mentioning about the city, and in my role, excuse me, is the financial officer, you know, controlling, but one of the things I do want folks to know why it's important is for them to donate to the organization. Since we are a all volunteer organization, we run on donations only. Nobody in this organization accepts salary or anything.
Exactly.
But the expense of the parade, when we say about the city, it's folks don't understand that we have to pay for everything for that parade.
Absolutely.
We got to pay for police. We got to pay to open open and close the street.
That's right.
We got to pay to sweep the streets. We have to pay to get ambulance services.
That's right.
We have to pay for porta potties. We have to pay for a lot of stuff that people don't realize what we have to pay for. And the same thing holds true for the MLK parade.
Oh, I got the numbers on that one. Yes.
So you understand what I'm talking about.
Exactly what you're talking
so
about.
it's important that we can get every dime, every donation that we can get to help support the organization. We've been fortunate enough we had some years that we didn't break even, but that veteran we chipped in ourselves to make a difference. But that's why it's important that if people were to donate and companies sponsor, like those sponsors that are on there, those are substantial sponsors that sponsor it every year, and that money, every bit of the monies that we receive goes into the organization.
What you're doing.
What we're doing now. And
absolutely.
The city and the county, we have to thank the county because the county is one of our biggest supporters in terms of helping us with this organization and for the funding for this organization.
Well, everybody, what we're talking about is the way that you can be a part. Now, when we come back after break, I'm really going to slow it down. We're going to go back because I understand totally what he's talking about with the fees that has to be paid and why they are really surviving off of your donations. So you can be a part of this important day. We're talking Veterans Day right here on Sunshine's Corner.
You finally found the perfect car in racing blue. You even got them to throw in the LED fog lights for free. Auto Owners insures your car because some people never learn to parallel park. That's simple human sense.
Ask the Messick Insurance Agency in Pensacola if Auto Owners make sense for you.
Keep going, more. No, stop!
I'm Emily Echeverria, Marketing Communications Director for Council on Aging of West Florida and the host of Coming of Age. Watch our show to find out what we're doing for our seniors and their families and hear from area experts and local business owners about their programs and services. Want to help? Find out how you can work with us to bring a better future to our seniors. Watch Coming of Age, 3:30 p.m. Wednesdays, only on Blab TV.
This is Wayne at Icon Automotive in Robertsdale, Alabama, and I wanted to tell you more about our powertrain warranty forever. It comes with any vehicle we sell that has 80,000 miles or less at no additional cost to you. We put our vehicles through a tough safety and mechanical inspection before it can have the powertrain warranty forever, giving you a peace of mind with your purchase. This warranty is good anywhere in the country and it covers 100% of parts and labor with no mileage limit and is covered as long as you own the vehicle. Come pick out your dealership car at non-dealership pricing with the powertrain warranty forever at Icon Automotive.
Watch a new episode of Crime Stoppers Wanted Fugitives every Friday at 6 p.m. Your tips may be eligible for a cash reward, featuring items about officer training, various aspects of police work, and crime prevention information. You'll hear about upcoming family-friendly engagement events as well. Don't miss Crime Stoppers Wanted Fugitives every Friday at 6 p.m.
And welcome back to this Monday edition of Sunshine's Corner. We've got great guests in the studio, and I'm sure you're learning some things as well as I. We're talking about Veterans Day and the celebrations that are going on. I want to go as far as asking this question here. With the fact that we know we were talking about the fees and everything that has to be paid, there are a lot of us, which I just found out maybe a year or so ago, about the fees. I thought that was all free. I mean, but wrong answer. I mean, everything down to the porta potty has to be paid for.
Absolutely.
Everything down to those things that you put out there in front of the street has to be paid for. So what am I saying to you? With the Veterans Association, please, come on, let's help. I still believe if you put your dollar with my dollar, we can make a difference. Yeah. I still believe we put that together, we can really make a huge difference with that. Go to the website.
Yeah.
Find that out. You know, Vernon.
Yeah.
Everybody, pull him down like when they pull you down when they want to be on TV.
Tell me that.
You get what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying.
You know, do it that way to make those donations. When they see you out, say, look, I don't know how to do it. Like the veteran that's from the Vietnam, I don't know how to do this, but he got in touch with you, right?
Right.
So you can do the same thing when you want to make a donation for people that are watching today. Right. Let's do the same thing. Show that care there to make that happen.
And not only that, the donation they make are tax deductible.
Exactly.
So, you know, and no donation is too small.
There you go. That's what I'm saying. You may think, well, I only have $20. Then that's $20 more than I had.
Exactly. Matter of fact, the Vietnam veteran I was talking about, I said, well, you can go and do PayPal and pay online. He said, I don't do no. I said, that's okay. Well, he said, I'll bring something. I said, well, he said, well, you know, he didn't have the amount or whatever. And one thing about, we asked for a donation, but they said, what are the fees? There's no fee for the parade.
Right.
You're going to march in the parade if you send an application in, whether you send money or not.
Oh, so you don't have to pay for the fee. You don't have to have a standard fee for everybody.
No, we got a standard. We request a donation, you know, but we're the 501c organization, so we don't charge folks for it.
So if they want to make a donation.
They can donate a fee. We suggest a fee for them to donate to it, and hopefully and most folks honor it, and then they know donate. But it's not. We don't require a fee, but.
That's great.
But of course, we have to run our.
Of course, because you got because you have to show everything that you've done with that 501c3.
We don't charge anything. We don't have any sales or different stuff like that. Like I said, we're the 501c3 and our 990s. If we did that, then we're going to get stuck with, because we don't do taxes and all that.
There you go.
We don't want to do
phone call.
Oh, matter of fact, we just had our review from the IRS 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
Every year we get audited through SAMS.gov, so they have to go through the IRS validation. Every year we pass with flying colors.
Come on.
We have to submit our, I'm sure that just like your taxes, they're going to go to your 990s.
Exactly.
And they're going to review them just like with the Florida Department of Agriculture.
They're going to do it anyway.
We have a CH number, because you cannot solicit without a CH number.
Absolutely.
You know, here's our solicit. You call the state, call the Florida Department of Revenue, and check on us. And if you got, you know,
everything is in order.
Everything is in order.
You pass in flying colors. You know everything is right.
It's due this month.
No doubt.
Like I said, the paperwork that I have to maintain every year, and you know, Vernon knows that I know what needs to be done. Like Vernon knows, I'm a wealth of knowledge when it comes to 501c3 and administrative stuff like that. And like I said, I worked for the Justice Department for so many years. So
so you know
I learned from them what not to do. But anyway, we you know, it's a lot of things we do. But like I said, those donations we receive, we account for them. Matter of fact, it got so busy in doing our 990s, and in the past few years back, we had the grant from the VISTA grant. We had over 45 vistas that they was getting paid through the federal government, was paying enough to volunteer. And that paperwork was enough to almost drove me insane. And I wasn't getting paid anything to do it, but I worked harder then than I did before I retired. You know, I didn't work that much when I was working a job.
I hear you.
But Linda, also, you don't have to be a veteran to be a part of the organization. Exactly. Anybody can volunteer to be a part of the organization, whether you're a veteran or not, okay?
How can they do that? What, to go to the website,
just
call
us, go to the website, call us, contact me, contact Joe, contact anybody, and just become a member of the organization. Because volunteer, you know, we need help everywhere we can get.
Of course.
So you don't have to be a veteran.
They can go to our membership page. On the website, there's a membership page. Pull on that membership application, send it in. We'll contact you, and we'll send you emails back every time something going on. We'll call you if you don't have a problem getting those. You know, we have all your information, and we our executive secretary, Dick Zani, which is a veteran, but Dick 90 what?
He's what?
90 something.
Yeah.
But you know what? He's sharper than me and Vernon both together.
Wait a minute. He's still working. Working with doing the stuff.
Matter of fact, today he's our E-Bud Day Award recipient.
Yeah.
Really? 91?
Matter of fact, my wife says it's about time they did something. I say we're gonna take care of Dick.
That's beautiful, though. But he's still doing that.
He's gonna be the parade marshal this year.
I mean the
E-Bud Day. We got two honors. We got the parade marshal, and then we got a recipient of the E-Bud Day Award, which is our prestigious award that we.
What the E-Bud?
E-Bud Day.
E-Bud Day.
E-Bud Day.
E-Bud Day.
Yeah. Matter of fact, last year E-Bud Day.
You might want to explain to who E-Bud is.
Yeah.
He was a military person in this community. Every military person knows that name, E-Bud Day. Matter of fact, we last year our E-Bud Day recipient was Judge Bagosh.
Really?
My good friend. Him and I became really good friends. I'm glad I know a judge. But anyway, he was a recipient last year, and he said, and he just called every time I said, he said, you don't know what that meant to me. He said, because he had the opportunity to meet E. Bud Day. He said, I had a chance to meet him, and I tell you what, just to receive this award, this is the highest recognition I ever received in here. He said, I'm going to honor this, and he just talks about it and get an award. So
wow, I've learned something else new today.
We give every year, and then what we do every year after the parade is ended, you go down to the Veteran Memorial Park.
Right.
We join their festivities, and we always on the program, and we present that E-Bud Day recipient award there at that event. And we always have whoever their guest speaker is, they're always our grand marshal for the parade.
Okay.
So
that's wonderful. I've learned something else today because I couldn't get what you said. E-Bud Day.
Yeah, E-Bud Day. Matter of fact, you can Google E-Bud Day.
I'm going to do that too because I won't be so.
I don't want to mess up his history because when it comes to remembering stuff, a lot of times I remember stuff. I can do a whole lot of stuff, but when it comes to remembering a whole lot of history with specifics, I don't want to mess it up.
Exactly. Exactly.
So, but yeah, that's one of the things that we're doing, and I tell you. Richard Zani, who is, matter of fact, he worked with me when I was a park ranger here at Gulf Islands, and I trained him.
You've done a lot.
I trained him how to do Excel, and when we had the Hurricane Ivan, and we had to take all the documents and put them all together, and I trained him how to do it and put it. Then he retired. I said, Dick, I want to be paid back for all that work all that training I did. So he's been with us for quite a bit of time, and he is the sharpest. Our executive board meeting when we finished. Yeah. That the minutes are back to it. Everybody within 3 hours.
Absolutely.
Told he dictated them and put them back and write it up. He's really good, and if you misspell something, he's going to tell you. He's going to let you know. But we really got a great administrative team. Yeah. And like I say, and I think pretty much everybody that's on the Gulf Coast that's really part. I kidnapped them and brought them to the Gulf Coast and Gulf Coast Veteran, and they've been there with me, and I thank God that they have the respect to know that what I'm doing.
Right.
I must be doing something right because everybody don't follow.
That's right. I know exactly where you're going. But you know what I see right here today? I'm just looking at the both of you, right? I see the smiles. I mean, even when you go back and you're reminiscing, the smiles that come on your face, it's all in your eyes. And Vernon, he'll sit there and he'll do this thing and he'll nod, but it's a smile on your face. And I think that speaks that speaks volumes. Oh. When you can look at a person and see, because the heart shows, right, and it comes on your face. Yeah. And the fact that what you're doing, you put so much into it so that these people, it's the gentleman that's 90 some odd years old, that to make his day. And how when you were literally, I mean, your face was literally saying hero. Yeah. I mean, for this person that you're going to recognize. Mm-hmm. And I think that deserves an honor itself, because that shows just how much, for all the time that you've given when you were in the Army, at Vietnam, whatever part of it you played, and now that you're doing it so that the people that are coming behind you, you even soliciting for the younger people, let me show you this so you got something to be proud of, right, that you should not just let slip through your hands. This is what we're talking about, ladies and gentlemen. We have got two grand people here with us today. As we celebrate Veterans Day, I want you to make sure you go out and be a part of this event. And if you can't see it, know that we are right there for you. Coming up at 8 o'clock, you can see it right here on Blab TV. Stay with us. We've got more about Veterans Day on Sunshine's Corner.
Welcome to Little John's Big and Tall, where tall men and big men go for style, fit, and comfort. We offer a wide variety of styles and unique brands that service all sizes from large to 14X, as well as tall sizes from large tall to 6X tall. Our knowledgeable staff are here to make sure you have a stress-free experience and answer any of your questions. Little John's has been named Best of Pensacola and Best of the Bay for 4 years in a row. Visit Little John's at 5700 North Davis or visit us online at littlejohnsbigandtall.com.
It's time to find a health plan that can keep up with your life. A plan that makes getting care convenient, with doctors around the corner.
I can get used to that.
Plus, 24/7 access to care. Plans that keep more money in your pocket, with plan payments as low as $0.
$0. Looks good to me.
Let's find your health solution. Speak to a dedicated Florida Blue agent today. Call 1-850-393-7036 to learn more.
Fostering a pet for a friend or neighbor can keep families together. Learn more at petsandpeopletogether.org.
Some attorney ads are really over the top, within-your-face concepts. Not this one, because there's nothing exciting about bankruptcy law. But if you're struggling with credit card debt, medical bills, student loans, repossession, or mortgage payments, you'll want to hear this. Lewis & Jernivoy has helped thousands of people with financial problems for over 20 years. We may be able to help you achieve financial freedom, and that is exciting. Call Lewis & Jernivoy today for a free consultation.
Get your tickets now to EntreCon 2024. You'll learn how to turn your dreams of starting a business into a reality. Current business owners will learn the secrets to making your business more successful. With 31 speakers, you'll have access to a diverse range of experts, actionable strategies, and dynamic networking to help you with your path to greatness. EntreCon 2024 is November 13th and 14th at 3 locations in downtown Pensacola. Get your tickets at EntreConPensacola.com. That's EntreConPensacola.com.
And welcome back to this Veterans Day celebration as we start off our celebration together right here at Sunshine's Corner. Don't make me sing, okay? Look, I can talk.
They make me sing solo.
Solo they can't hear me. Well, I tell you, it's a pleasure with the time that you've taken, because you got a big day ahead of you, that you would take the time to come in with me today to share, so that our viewers will know everything that should be a part of, and how important it is for our viewers to be a part of by volunteering, by donating their time and cash donations, all of that, to keep this success going. And for people who are viewing, the businesses that are viewing, that they can also be a part and make sure that this continue to grow as it is growing every single year, that you've taken so much time to put together. And I tell you, every year I see Vernon out there with all the parades, and that's a lot of work. People think that just because when you see you sitting there, the thing has just popped up. No, that's not just that. It's a lot that goes into it. Now, I also see, I want to talk about now, the lineup starts at what time?
It started off at 7 o'clock. It started at 7 this morning. And we the registration table set up with everybody coming to register.
Right.
We line them up. Each year we have our lineup crew that's been the same for every year. So
really?
Yeah, same crew that we have, Walter Wallace and Byron Long. They're
Hey,
the
Mr.
lineup crew. You know Byron from Roanoke.
Yeah.
And we use him because his memory, he can, you know how that is.
Exactly.
Yeah. So he's really great, and they've been doing the lineup since I've been in 2009, since we've been a part of.
I got you.
And they do the lineup.
Let me ask you a question. I want to skip ahead. Okay, we're talking about today because this is going on today. But let's say, because I believe in working ahead.
Exactly.
We know this is coming up next year. So if a person hears us today, so let me go ahead and get this out of the way now. Is that possible?
It's very possible.
Is there a deadline that they have to start, or is there a date that they start?
No, what we do for the parade now, every year we're going to do it at 11/11. It's always on
Always on that day.
11. Only if 11/11 falls on Sunday, it's going to.
I got you.
Then we would only celebrate that day on the next day.
That's right.
But if whatever the 11th fall on, that's the day we celebrate. If it fall on a Tuesday, that's what we're going to celebrate. But anyway, we do it every year. Now, one of the things we can do, if everybody sent ahead of time and we still start doing the registration, we start lining. If they send we can probably get together with the board and we say we'll send the registration form out and put it out there for everybody to do for next year.
Right.
And if they do, we can get many people in.
Yeah, Linda, they get, because we're such a small organization, and they can go on the website and just let us know if they want to be a part of the parade next year. But the reason we don't start a whole lot of time ahead of time, because after this parade, our next project is getting ready for the memorial service. After that, we're getting ready for the stand down. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so about October, then we actively start registering folks for parade and stuff like that.
I got you. So everybody knows now next year in October, don't hesitate, October 1, around that time.
Exactly.
Go ahead and start seeking to find out how you can be a part.
And they can always go on our website and email us through our email address, and we can get it. And I'll save it in the folder, and we put them in the folder, and and I'll look at that. And when we get ready to, I'll take all those emails and I'll email out to everybody that's already pre-registered.
Exactly.
We do that. That's a good thing. Thanks for. After I got to take a rest the next year.
No, I just say that because I think sometimes, because some people, you know how it's top of mind.
Yeah.
And then as we go, I said I was going to do that. But I didn't. But let's keep it out there. So if you got that way, then look, that's going to make way for even others.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking outside the box.
Well, I know, because we have some that came up that's there every year, and they called me the day before and said, "Oh, we forgot this." I said,
"Exactly."
Somebody told me, "Don't you have a calendar?" Put it on your calendar.
Exactly.
But with all this technology, you can put stuff up in your phone or your watch. Some are going to remind you.
But let's think about here I am going outside the box again. Let's think about that gentleman said, "Well, now I don't know how to do that. What you say you're going to do about that? I don't know how to do that." We keep that person in mind too. There are people like that.
Right,
but what I'm saying is though, with all these activities that's coming up, I'm sure there's some people that's watching us now. They're gonna say, "Oh, if I had, God, I think I will. Let me get dressed. Let's go to the parade. Let's go ahead and be a part of this, and then plan for next year." Is all I'm saying. And I think that way we can make it even more accessible for everybody, because I think then I can go ahead. Some people have to work today. Wait a minute. Some people have to work today. I'll say it one more time. Some people have to work today. But
I know you're not. No, because this is not work for you. I know this is fun.
And I thank God that He blessed me with a talent that I can have fun and work with it. You know what I'm saying? I really thank God for that. But I'm just saying, so that with all that you got that's going on, I think it's absolutely fantastic. And I cannot commend the work that you've done, because I've seen this happen year after year after year after year. Because even down when you go to at the park, I've seen that area where it's a lot that's going on down at the park.
Yeah.
And that was the first time when I danced with the mayor. There was a mayor one time, was what was his name? Not this one, not the other one.
Grover?
Not Grover. No, I had Grover singing though, but Aston. Yeah, Aston came up. He was just jamming a lot. But I'm just saying, I understand that. And with the stage and everything that has all that work that has to go. Do you all work in that part too? That's down there at Bertram Park.
Well, actually, what we partner each year to
do it together.
Event. So we're consistent. We follow through from the parade to up to the Veteran Memorial Park.
Two separate organizations doing two separate things, but we flow together. But we flow together.
We try to lock in together so it makes everything work smoothly straight through.
That's the way it should be. Because it is a fantastic day.
Right.
I can say that much. It is a fantastic day with what you're doing. And we want to encourage everybody. This is the Gulf Coast Veterans Parade that's coming up.
Gulf Coast Veterans Parade.
Today, please, get out the house now. We only got a few more minutes, so you can go and get dressed. Go on down get ready, go on down. You'll get there, be a part of it. And of course, tonight we're going to play it back again at 8 o'clock.
Yeah. Now, also, if you can't get down today, we've done it live also on WBQP TV.
Right.
And then what we always call because we are not on cable, but we call ourselves the Black Blab when we're on cable. So the Black Blab, the Black Blab TV WBQP is on at 8 o'clock tonight, y'all. So
that's cute. The Black Blab.
The Black
TV.
Blab. Yeah, the Black Blab. Okay.
That's cute. But that's now I'm gonna be saying that, okay? But then when I say that, because I want people to realize something, I want to say this too. I want to talk to the viewers for a second. Listen, local.
Hey.
Local. We are right here in the heart of your community. Vernon is right here in the heart of the community. Joe's here in the heart of the community, putting out all this work. Think about your local people that are working hard for you. Learn to advertise with your local. Advertise with the people that are right here with you, that's dealing with the same thing that you're dealing with.
Yeah.
Local. We're getting the word out. And this is my scenario. You feel that I'm great to get the word out, then you should feel I'm just as great for you to advertise with. Did I say that well enough?
You did, you did. And Linda, on that note, I know we ain't got much time, but on that note about local television, and again, too, I got 1,000 ideas for your show, but that's a show in itself, because people sometimes look at my TV station, they look at Blab TV station, they think we adversary. We're not adversary, we're partners. We're partners, we work together. And with all local businesses, small businesses, all work together.
We work together.
Yeah.
So that's why I continually say this every day. It's local. And what really I want our viewers and our advertisers to realize is this. Vernon said a mouthfeel, this stuff ain't free.
Right.
Everything costs something.
Right.
I cost.
But we can't afford you.
No, I'm just saying.
That's why you on Blab and not on WQ, because I can't afford you.
All I'm saying is that when we work together, we want you to realize the power that you have with your local people right here in the area. Advertise with your local people. Advertise with your local businesses so that we can give you the quality that you truly deserve. And I tell you guys, it's been a fantastic day.
Can I say one other point about local advertising? Yes. Advertising local, and I didn't cut my phone off. But number one, it's because it's cheap to do it that way. It's inexpensive when you do local stuff, and plus you concentrate in your audience. When you advertise with other folks, you're advertising for folks that can't use your services. You know, when you advertise, pay for these big stations to reach over in Mobile and Fort Walton Beach and everywhere. They're not your customer base. Your customer base is right here. So pay only for where your money goes. But
that's right.
That's the whole story in itself. Okay?
That's right. We can talk all day.
Talk about that.
We know how that thing works. Yeah. But listen to this. I tell you guys, my time is up because he keeps telling me, Sonshine, you got 2 minutes. But the fact of it is, I want to thank you guys for all that you do, and thank you for really taking part of your morning on Veterans Day to come by and spend it with me, so we can share with the viewers all the great things that you've got going on. My hat's off to you. I salute you. Continue to do your work, and know that I'm always here, that I can do anything to help. I will certainly do it. And I really want to encourage our viewers today. Make a donation. Go out and volunteer. Be a part. Leave home now. Go on downtown so that you can be a part of what's going on. And just in case, if you're at home and you can't get out today, just in case, remember tonight you can see it at 8 o'clock right here on Blab TV. And I'm going to leave you, my dear friends, as I leave you every single day, because I mean this truly from my heart. Never, ever, ever lose your focus. Always remember, if you keep God first in everything that you do, I guarantee you this, you're going to be a total success. So until tomorrow morning for another day of sunshine, and nothing but the place where you can talk about those things that are difficult to talk about. Know that I love you with a perfect kind of love. Keep shining while I'm gone. See you downtown. Thank you guys so much for coming in today.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Okay.
Sonshine's Corner, being brought to you by Quint and Richie Studer.